Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be talking to you about vaccination and immunisation. My presentation is divided into three parts: what vaccination and immunisations are, how vaccinations have proven to be a necessary contribution, and the controversy with immunisation. Vaccinations are a vital part of early childhood health that supports and protects a child's immune system. Childhood vaccination is an active immunisation which stimulates the immune system of a child to a point at which they can mount its own defence if it ever encounters the preventable disease. Vaccinations are necessary for protection for children against preventable diseases, as passive immunity, which is delivered to the child through the mother's placenta during pregnancy, is eventually lost, and the baby cannot replace their antibodies. Immunisations are important to aim to replace these antibodies against a range of dangerous childhood diseases. Through almost impossible lengths, most diseases are on the brink of extinction. Our bodies build a resistance to certain diseases by creating a natural defence system. This is called our immune response. Vaccinations, therefore, were created to replicate the process of the body's natural defence system, which means you are less likely to catch anything, and the symptoms you may develop are less severe if any type of preventable disease is contracted. The eradication of many diseases, such as smallpox, is attributed to vaccination. Therefore, to keep a hold on disease, vaccination must continue. When a disease is completely wiped from the entire world, it's called global eradication. This occurred for smallpox in 1979 and is well known for immunisation and ultimately the eradication of smallpox. The widespread vaccination programs began in 20th century with diphtheria immunisations beginning in the 1940s, pertussis in the 1950s, polio in 1958, measles in 1968, rubella in 1970, and pneumococcus in 2006. Supporting the idea that vaccination is vital is the outbreak of measles in Minnesota, 2011. A child of only 30 months old, whilst visiting Kenya, contracted the disease and on his return home spread it in a low population of vaccination. This child was unvaccinated. Only recently have there been many reported cases across Australia of measles as well. Another outbreak in 2012, chickenpox made a comeback in the US, with over 80 cases identified, and a mumps outbreak in 2006, with over 6,584 reported cases. As long as the need to vaccinate has existed, an opposing movement alongside has grown at a fast rate. The first proceedings of vaccination encountered much criticism, including religious, hygienic, and scientific. Objections included that it was a violation of their bodies, and there were many links to neurological illnesses. Why is the anti-vaccine movement growing so quickly? It's because the overwhelming number of children with illnesses following vaccines, the erosion of informed consent regarding vaccines, and the knowledge of toxic and dangerous ingredients in vaccines. Today, objections still lie around these older excuses, but previous movements had caused a stance within our government to seek concrete laws abolishing the rights to choose to vaccinate. For example, no longer are religious views accepted as a reason not to vaccinate, and parents are losing out on payments if they choose not to have their children vaccinated. Campaigns all over the world, including places like Nigeria for polio, Africa for yellow fever, and Hep G for typhoid fever, exist to attempt to unite us to defend such disease from spreading over countries. Just here in Australia, the government in 2017 spent approximately $5.5 million on an awareness campaign to promote vaccination of all children before they attend school. It has been said that this campaign that is targeting anti-vaccinators with misconceptions about vaccination and promoting the benefits that will run for 3 years. It means to vaccinate is that the world together forms unity to prevent the population from dying of diseases that don't need to remain in existence. It means that for a very short time of early existence, children are to obtain a vaccine to build an immunity that can cure a disease that has killed so many. Vaccinating children has seen to reduce hospitalisation, which in turn reduces money spent. And it will protect those that are cared about. It is a safe and effective practice that has been under reviewed development for many years and will always be under constant scrutiny. Therefore, according to much statistical information, the use of vaccination to achieve immunisation from diseases are likely to kill the most vulnerable of society have proven that yes, it is necessary to vaccinate our children. Thank you.